she's a great player. She's a high IQ player. She adjusted really quickly to this league. Unbelievably quick to this league. And now it's about becoming not just a great player, but becoming a great leader for this team so that we can win not just a championship, but championships. And what does that look like?
The gloves are off, and Stephanie White isn't pulling any punches. She's ready to expose every falsehood Sheryl Swoopes has been spreading about the Indiana Fever. In her latest podcast episode, Swoopes doubles down on her claims. And trust me, this is about to get explosive.
Personally, here's where I think they didn't do a very good job, and that was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent, because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season. And I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
From Kelsey Mitchell's crucial role on the team to Caitlin Clark's game-changing impact, White isn't just setting the record straight. She's pulling back the curtain on the Fever's locker room dynamics. Her revelations will not only debunk Swoopes' claims, but also leave you questioning and laughing at everything she's been saying.
They're all hungry to grow and hungry to improve and hungry to be coached and hungry to win. And when you have three foundational players and your big three that have that mindset, have that mentality, and great things can happen.
Let's rewind to earlier this year when Sheryl Swoopes shared her Legends Perspective on Deals Arena leaving basketball fans scratching their heads. She claimed Caitlin Clark was in her 5th year at Iowa, even though Clark was actually in her 4th season, a year that saw her making history by shattering NCAA scoring records.
So are you surprised by Caitlin Clark and the Fever's improvement since the Olympic break? 20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But 5.6 turnovers,
hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not dominating.
Swoopes also predicted that Clark's game wouldn't translate to the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark wasted no time proving her wrong. In her rookie season with the Indiana Fever, Clark delivered standout stats: 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and a leading 8.4 assists per game. She didn't just meet expectations, she shattered them, earning Rookie of the Year honors and a spot on the All-WNBA first team.
And she's hungry to grow and hungry to get better. And so, number one, again, that two-way communication. It's been a long time since I've played. So players that are on the floor, they know, right? Like they get a sense, they get a feel of what's working, what's not. My first conversation with her about X's and O's the other day, I was just like, okay, well, how do you want to improve? Like, what are some of the things that you want to improve on? And then we'll talk about how we want to do that. And then I talked to her about how I think we can use her to help her be more efficient. Help her be more effective, to help our team be better in general.
The gloves are off, and Stephanie White isn't holding back. She's ready to set the record straight and expose the truth behind the controversial claims made by Sheryl Swoopes. It's no secret that Swoopes has been vocal about the Indiana Fever, particularly about Caitlin Clark, but White is here to give us the inside scoop, debunking myths and shedding light on the real story. Let's rewind to the beginning of this year. Sheryl Swoopes stirred up confusion when she made a claim on Gil's Arena, stating that Caitlin Clark was in her 5th year at Iowa. But here's the problem. Clark was actually in her 4th season, and it was during this time that she broke the NCAA scoring record. Swoopes got it wrong, and that was just the beginning. In addition to her misstep about Clark's college career, Swoopes also doubted whether Clark's game would translate to the WNBA. Fast forward to Clark's rookie season with the Indiana Fever, and she did more than prove Swoopes wrong. She dominated. Clark averaged 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and led the league with 8.4 assists per game. She didn't just have a solid debut, she earned Rookie of the Year honors and a spot on the All-WNBA first team, cementing her place as a WNBA superstar. Stephanie White, the Fever's head coach, praised Clark for her immediate impact. She saw what Swoopes couldn't. Clark was elevating her teammates, not just dominating the scoreboard. White, who has seen some of the best players in the game, remarked that she had never seen anyone, male or female, who could throw the ball ahead on the break better than Clark. She also highlighted Clark's ability to play off the ball, a trait many of her Hall of Fame point guards shared. As the Fever secured their first playoff berth since 2016, it was clear that Clark wasn't just a rookie. She was a leader. But Swoopes didn't stop there. She shifted gears and began criticizing the entire Fever organization, claiming that players were so desperate to escape the team that they would rather leave than stay under Clark's influence. However, this wasn't the reality inside the Fever locker room. White and her players quickly shot down these claims, revealing that the locker room was far from toxic. Instead, it was filled with support, camaraderie, and plenty of laughter. Players like Lexi Hull and Erica Wheeler spoke out about Clark's positive influence, noting how her humor and upbeat personality lightened the mood during tough games. Swoopes' next target, Kelsey Mitchell. After a career-defining season, Mitchell had a breakout year, averaging 19.2 points per game, shooting 40% from beyond the arc, and playing a crucial role in leading the Fever to their first playoff appearance in 7 years. Yet, Swoopes claimed that the Fever didn't give Mitchell the credit she deserved. Was there any truth to this bold statement? Absolutely not. Team president Kelly Krakoff called Mitchell a cornerstone of the team, and analysts pointed out that Mitchell's success was amplified by Clark's league-leading assists. Mitchell, for her part, was grateful for the support she received from her teammates and the organization. Despite Swoopes' claims, the Fever never overlooked Mitchell. Instead, she played a critical role in ending the team's playoff drought. Mitchell's breakout season wasn't just about stats. It was about her leadership, and the Fever recognized her contributions as pivotal to the team's success. The story that Swoopes tried to paint didn't match reality. Mitchell was valued, supported, and crucial to the Fever's future. Now let's talk about the departure of Christy Sides. Swoopes had her own theory about why Sides was let go, suggesting it was due to the overwhelming Caitlin Clark mania. But once again, Swoopes got it wrong. The Fever made the decision to part ways with Sides to position themselves for greater success, not because of any drama. Krakoff praised Sides' dedication, acknowledging her role in guiding the team through a transitional period. It wasn't about punishing failure. It was about strategically positioning the team for future championship contention. Stephanie White stepped in as Sides' replacement, bringing a wealth of experience and a player-centric approach. White's strategy emphasized communication, player development, and creating an environment where players could thrive. Her focus on building relationships with players like Mitchell, Alia Boston, and Clark set the stage for a promising future for the Fever. She's not one to be set in her ways. She encourages flexibility and aims to play an exciting, fast-paced brand of basketball that allows players to use their instincts and creativity on the court. As the Fever move forward under White's leadership, it's clear the future is bright. The team is no longer burdened by the weight of external rumors or controversies. With a roster full of talent, a strong team culture, and a visionary coach leading the way, the Indiana Fever are primed for success. The narrative that Swoopes tried to create doesn't hold up. This team is united, and they're on a mission to bring a championship back to Indiana. So, what does all of this mean for the Fever's future? It means they're ready to embrace their potential. With a coach like White, a star like Clark, and a deep roster of talented players, the Fever are ready for the next chapter. One that's focused on team chemistry, growth, and winning championships. The story of the Indiana Fever is far from over, and it's only just beginning.